Something happened to me recently that I haven't been able to stop thinking about. I was honored by my township as one of the inspiring women of my town. And I'll be honest with you, my first instinct was to deflect, to say, oh, but I haven't done anything special. There are so many others who are perhaps doing the same, if not more, than what I may have done for the community. But then I caught myself, because I teach students every single week that their voice matters, that they deserve to take up space, that being seen is not something to apologize for. Really. And today, I want to talk about something we don't discuss enough. What happens when you are named, when you are honored, when a title is bestowed upon you? And what do you do with it? Let me start with something that might surprise you. Most of us, when we receive an honor, think it's about the past. It's a thank you for something we have already done. A bow at the end of a performance, perhaps. But I want to offer a different way of thinking about it. A title is perhaps a mirror. It reflects back to you who you already are. Often more clearly than you realize and more generously than you have allowed yourself. Think about it. How many of us are doing meaningful work silently, quietly, showing up for our communities, our students, our neighbors, without fanfare, without a spotlight, simply because that's the right thing to do? And then one day, someone names what you've been doing. They say, this is who you are, this is what you stand for, and we recognize you for that, and we honor you for that. And suddenly you see it too. I've been serving this community for over 2.5 decades. Zoning board, open space, planning board, board of education, first elected Indian American, and then Orator Academy, because I believed in it. I believed in everything, not because I was waiting for an applause. I did what I wanted to do out of curiosity, out of aspiration. But when I was picked by the township as an inspiring woman, something shifted. It wasn't pride, it was recognition of something I hadn't fully named for myself. Here's the lesson. Don't wait for an award to see yourself clearly. When you do receive one, receive it, accept it. Let it be the mirror it is meant to be. Look at the reflection and say, yes, that's me. Now here's where it gets really interesting and perhaps a little uncomfortable. Because here's what nobody tells you about being honored. It creates accountability. It creates expectations going forward. The moment someone calls you inspiring, publicly, formally, in front of the larger community, something happens in your psyche too. A quiet contract is written and you become the signatory whether you like it or not. Suddenly the title lives ahead of you and not behind you anymore. It pulls you forward. I felt this the moment I accepted my honor. Not pressure in a heavy way, but a kind of beautiful expectation. Like the title was saying, you've been doing this well. Now do it even better. Go further. Take the risk you've been sitting on. Have the conversation you've been avoiding. Push yourself out of the comfort zone you've gotten so very comfortable in. And that's what titles do when we let them. They nudge us. They whisper, you are capable of more than you've shown so far. I think about the students at Orator Academy. Every time a student stands up and gives their first speech, even a shaky, nervous one, and someone says, you are a wonderful speaker, watch what happens. They stand differently, taller, stronger, more confident. They believe it's possible to be what they've been called. The title precedes the identity. The honor shapes the future. So my question for you today is, what title have you been given? Formally or informally? And you haven't perhaps fully stepped into it yet. What are you still treating as a compliment instead of a calling? And believe me, I'm guilty of all that I'm saying to you right now. So I'm telling myself as much as I'm telling you. I want to shift now from you, the recipient, to others, the people watching. Because here's something we rarely think about. When you are honored, it truly isn't just about you. Your recognition is a torch. When people in your community, especially people who look like you, live like you, come from where you have come from, see you being named and celebrated, something lights up in them perhaps. They think if she can do this, if she can be seen, maybe I can too. I am a proud South Asian woman who has served my community for over 2.5 decades. And I know that there are young girls in my town, in my county, in my state, in my country, in the world, who wonder if there's space for them in civic life, in leadership, in public voice. Every time I am honored, every time I show up, every time I speak, I am carrying a torch for them, whether I intend that or not. This is not about ego. It is about responsibility to our next generation. The same is true for you. Your recognition, your achievement, your visibility, it gives permission to someone else to dream bigger. Don't dim your light because you're afraid of taking up too much space. That light doesn't just belong to you. It belongs to everyone who sees it, who feels seen just by being next to you. All right, let's bring this home with some real actionable takeaways. 1. Name someone today. Don't wait for a formal award ceremony. Tell someone in your life what they mean to you. Give them a title. You are the most dependable person I know. Perhaps you are a natural leader. You are an inspiring person. Watch what that does to them. 2. Receive honors gracefully. The next time someone compliments you, do not deflect. Don't minimize. Don't say, oh, it was nothing. Say thank you. That means a great deal. Full stop. Practice it right now if you have to. I remind myself to. 3. Let the title stretch you. Ask yourself, genuinely ask, am I living up to the best version of what I have been called? Not out of guilt, but out of aspiration, out of accountability. 4. Pass it forward. If you are being honored and recognized today, find someone in your circle who's doing extraordinary work in the shadows. Name them, celebrate them, recognize them, be the mirror for someone else perhaps. I want to come back to where I started. My initial instinct was to deflect, to say I hadn't perhaps done enough to deserve the honor. But here's what I have learned and what I hope you will take with you today. Deflecting an honor is not humility. It is a missed opportunity. An opportunity to model for others, especially our children, that being seen is okay. That being named is not bragging. That accepting recognition with grace is an act of courage, not vanity. At Orator Academy, I tell my students, your voice matters. Your words matter. You matter. And I perhaps say that to myself too. I need those reminders as well. I am Vineeta Khanna. This is OATS Uncut, Orator Academy Talks Uncut. Thank you for tuning in. And remember, find your voice, use it well, and let it matter. Keep yourself accountable. Keep growing. We shall meet again.